Alright guys, so just gonna say two things real quick beforehand. You can watch videos for Apex, so if you're a beginner, there's no harm in watching videos to get a legendary. There's only 20 videos you can watch at a time, and you can only do this like twice today. So, but he is in the Zoomorph and Space Civilization, so he could be useful in a Era Saga. And what I like about Zoomorph, and like how they try to add more books, is this is really nice for like the future of wars, because usually you have things like, look, you have your Era Saga books with almost no one in it, so these are bad for wars because they're so specific. And then you have your like this stuff where it is tons and tons, or maybe not that much but still decently long. Dragons, spirits, the ones that come to mind that have been here for a while. And now you have wielders, anyone holding a weapon. Boom. I can see this being like a category in war that's pretty useful. It's got some meta monsters. Zoomorph is basically anything that is an animal. That's a lot of monsters. Sometimes meta monsters too, like Slumpster and maybe K911. I don't know. Shaolin definitely though. And elementals, which I really can't say. You've got King Autumn. You've got Volcanics, Clatch, Firecatcher, Poseidonia, Q3rion. But those are really your best picks from that book. Anyways, with that section out of the way, this video is on Faze Rug Pro. Yes, I got 3 rune slots unlocked. I was really hoping that happened. And better exclusive mythic. I actually do have the first one, being Nyla, but literally anything is better than her. So Faze Rug turns into a little gnome man, and boom, this guy's a YouTuber monster. Check out his YouTube channel, Faze Rug, if you feel like it. I know he's like tons and tons bigger than me, but I feel like I'm scamming somebody if I don't mention it. So, okay, this has to be one of the worst traits I've seen of the era. Immune to triggered death. Immune to death countdown and immediate death. So, useful for monsters like Calamity, Abyss, and Thermagorn, who can both death countdown and instant death. We got a talent called the Owl, which would make you immune to instant death. Maybe there's an OP monster coming with instant death. I don't know. Because they did release a denier with instant death. What's his name? Birdman, Ravenbot. And I'm not sure if he counts as a big enough threat to justify all of this, but that's that. He has immune to nightmares. One of the most situational dots to be immune to, in my opinion. I don't know if you're ever really going to get a worth out of this, but if it comes to nightmares, you'll be immune. It's really bad, but I can't even say anything. That's like the worst trait in the game. Although some people have theorized that there's like nightmare haters going to become a thing soon, so it's whatever. And status caster, True Vision. Pretty good. If this guy uses I think from what I remember, he uses fire weakness. And I don't know if he does any dots, but just because he's a basic fire attacker and all YouTuber monsters are basically the same, I'm assuming he'll have at least burn, maybe ignite. His lore, Faze Rug managed to separate his body from his car, but a freak accident turned his hands into flaming weapons. However, the new improved Faze Rug Pro finds them pretty useful for battle. I'll just say it beforehand. All of his moves are probably going to be either prank or challenge themed, because that is what I gathered about his YouTube channel. Anyways, he's got decent stats like every other YouTube monster. And let's feed him up to level 35. Actually, 85. Oh, look and just what I thought. Fire weakness and burn to all enemies. I love how the emblem, it used to be the exact same one, but they've actually changed it a little bit. Oh, I don't have enough food, do I? Alright then. Well, anyways, he's a pretty good mythic from what I've seen. I can't go over his skill set yet, But, you know, he's just your basic attacker, you know, which maybe he'll be more usable in war, because from what I've seen, just fire weakness and double damage true vision alone is a pretty deadly combo. Like, that stacks up your damage a lot. And I think, because I did see the Armor Gaming video, but only a little bit of it, I think he might be really good for multiplying your damage real high. And I did manage to get some of my monsters to level 100. But you know what? I'll cut right here, and I'll see you back in a little bit when I've made the food. Guys, sorry it took 5 minutes to get to this part of the video, but I won't waste your time. So, honestly, I say run them all strength runes. Now, there's the argument that you could go, like most people... Okay, so, real quick. For me, for attackers, I can only ever run them with all 3 strength. You know? Because that's just how I see it. You're an attacker. You attack. People always make the argument to run a speed rune, because if not, they'll be pretty slow. And that is true. Like, compared to the fastest monsters who are supposed to give you the buff, or who can cleanse away your buff, you might not even have it by your next turn. So I'd suggest 1 speed, 2 strength. I'm just going to go all strength for fun, because this guy is a damage multiplying monster. And, you know, I want to get the most out of that. And, you know, at my level, just go denier then attacker anyways. And special shout out to the fact that I had to watch a bunch of videos for Diamond Relics, and I've gotten 2 perfect relics for him to help him increase his damage. First, Laser Beam Sword. This used to be #1 most used relics before Obsidians came along. First, it does roughly 3,500 points of magic damage twice. And of course, you can upgrade relics, but I'm not gonna, so that's where that is. And when the turn starts, increases the wearer's strength by 1,440 points. 2 uses, that's pretty good, so you're just stronger in general. And then after being damaged by a skill, a random ally's strength is increased. This is just another chance for increased strength. And his skills, man, I gotta say, I really like it. You know, that's the first time you'll hear that from a YouTuber monster. So thumbnail pose, the fire weakness burning move, as mentioned before, 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina. Honestly, I'm really thinking about running this, because, like, boom, they're all, like, let's say you deny, right? And they're all like stunned or whatever. And then you can do this move, you won't trigger any of their talents, and then on your next turn, you could do a massive and, like, guaranteed kill somebody, and you don't trigger any talents. So it's really up to you whether you want this move or not. Life hacks, ooh, whoa. Okay, so this one's really got me thinking, because this is double damage for 2 turns. The average is 2 turns, but you almost never see it in game. You'll always see 1 double damage for 1 turn. So if you do trade with me, which is special, heavy special damage, which is good, because you don't only have fire attacks. In case you're fighting a fire monster, you also have special. So it's a reason to run this move. But it gives you double damage. But this one's only for 1 turn, and it's on a 2-turn cooldown, 42 stamina. It's above average stamina cost, but pretty good cooldown. But this is on a 1-turn cooldown, 32 stamina, and it lets you reapply your true vision. I don't know. This is really also on you. So these 2 are really good setup moves. And then prank time, 0 cooldown, 24 stamina, fire weakness, not worth running. And low fire damage to 1 enemy, applies blind. Yeah, no. On no day of the week. Now on his main skill set, I run Cotton 4K, deals massive fire damage to 1 enemy, applies burn to 1 enemy, requires cooldown. So this is what looks like 75% damage, which is really great on a free-to-play monster, and it applies burn. And this helps you because the next move that I run, which applies fire weakness, which you can do first this, then that, has a 2-turn cooldown, 38 stamina, very heavy fire to 1 enemy, and applies the fire weakness, which nicely sets up into this. Although you've only got 2 fire moves in the skill set, I recommend, so maybe you do. Well, no. Alright, well, yeah, it's good, because you can do the single, and then the burning will be a lot more powerful, too. Although thumbnail pose is another reason to run it. Get exposed. Also, you can look right now at all the move names, just in case you don't get the chance. They're all, like, pretty YouTube-based. I kind of find them funny. Get exposed, moderate special damage to all enemies, and applies blind. I like this one just because not only is it another special attack, so you don't only need to rely on fire, but it gives them blind, you know? Just do a quick, and it's the only AoE you can run, literally, so it's kind of a must. Do a quick AoE. It's 45 damage, so it's pretty strong. You give the enemies blind, so they're reduced damage accuracy. Even if it's someone like Sparkus, they might not hit their negative status effects. And dots are really common these days. And trade with me. Heavy special damage to one enemy applies double damage to itself. Really amazing move right here, because it doesn't just like give you a damage boost like most moves do. This is straight up double damage. So you could go like, stacking up your most damage would go flammable experience, so they have fire weakness. Trade with me for that double damage, and then you go caught in 4k. So you have weakness and double damage. Ooh, you're hitting heavy. So yeah, pretty powerful monster. In a little bit, I'll take him into the rank up survival dungeon, because I can now do the Galactic Era rank up survival dungeon, since he is my 3rd galactic monster. I know, I'm late. So I'll get back to you with that part of that video in just a bit, because it's raining right now. Alright, I'm back. Let's get into it. So rank up survival dungeon. Oh, bro, I always scroll just out of habit. Look, now I can do it. And honestly, it's not that bad of a team. I've got a denier. Okay, granted, they're all... Well, actually, 2 of them are F tier. I think Faze Rug Pro might be higher. And when I say F tier, A tier, F minus, that is referring to Monster Legends Competitive Wiki. You can go there for like a similar thing to my review, just on paper. Anyways, so 2 attackers, 1 sustainable attacker in Clogor, 1 buffing attacker in Faze Rug, and 1 denier. Alright, so let's see how far this can take me. Although, I think they both should have been at level 85. Oh, but the Dark Temple needs to level up, then they can go there. So right now, Faze Rug Pro is actually the strongest guy on this team. So Black Storm takes him out. So yeah, I've upgraded all my temples to have the max level of 85, and it's just awesome, because I'm about to be at level 100, and the second I'm at level 100, I already have a ton of rank 1 monsters. Like, I'm in competition with some pretty good players. Well, not pretty good. I can't say too much. I'm starting to be able to compete, you know? Because, like, I feel like under level 100, you really can't compete, you know? It's like, well, you gotta, like, a level 70 Faze Rug. You're not gonna do anything. Look at that. He only has 1 AoE, but that's, like, one of the reasons you would run it anyways. I think I'm running Clogor with 2 AoEs, when usually I wouldn't suggest it. But, you know, just for this, I thought I'd make it quicker. And because his other AoE gives him regeneration, which in my mind, it's just about the regeneration there, with a little bit of damage on the side. And he's got 2 specials, which kind of weird. I'm going to point it out. A lot of free-to-play monsters from this new Galactic Era have had special attacks. Both of them have. So maybe they're trying to make that the new normal. Maybe they're going to start releasing mythics with the legendary trait, although that's a stretch. But, like, let's see, you know? Because ML does not do anything for no reason. They started releasing a bunch of ugly abominations, and look at what we got. An abomination era. I know that's not technically what this is, but can you, like, I don't know, this era's got it all. Space Pirate Abomination era is as good as it gets. And I love the fact that his trade with me move gives him double damage. That is just... It's great, man. So, loading battle. Sorry if the internet's a bit slow, but this shouldn't happen too often. It's just because I'm outside rather than inside. Time over. Tic-tac. I don't think I need the extra damage. I'll recharge. Luckily, his AoE is, wow, powerful. Especially compared to the Clogor AoE we just saw. I can deny. And if I can deny, I can afford to just recharge on both of you. Recharge on you. Okay, now let's see. Trade with me and then kill them both, Clogor. Okay, so what am I working with? Boom. Shock, nightmares, heavy, bleeding, and you die. Okay. Now, next wave, maybe if he has his AoE back. No, he didn't quite. So which one has less stamina cost? Flammable experience. Which kind of sucks when you kill them with that move, because you don't get to use your buff. You don't keep the fire weakness on the other enemies because it's just to one. But, there's good and downsides to running every move. Time over. Boom. I'm very tempted to just let that clock run down, but he'll give me a lot of damage before that happens. Trade with me. I really like his capabilities as like a single but strong attacker, and then you can throw on an AoE. Like Faze Rug, I don't know. I'm really warming up to the monster. I don't know about the YouTuber that it's based off of. I can't really say that I'm too familiar with this content. I mean, like, not to be rude, but I've heard him in the butt of a lot of jokes. But this is his second Monster Legends monster, so glad both of them are pretty decent in their own right. Because that's just better for the community if the monster's decent. Look at that. AoE, instant kill. Kind of funny that the attack is still fire-themed when it's a special attack, and his other attacks that are fire-themed as well. Is he only one element? Oh, he is. You know what's funny? In the Blossom era, everyone was 2 elements. And then in this era, they're starting to make it normal to have 1 element or 2 elements. They're kind of splitting it 50-50. You could like fact check me, because I don't know how on the spot I am with that. But from what I've seen, that's... Oh no, he's gonna die instantly. Oh no. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go double damage, AoE instant kill. Oh no. It's falling apart. I have no stamina. I can't do what I literally just planned to do. Darn, so I just wasted double damage. And kill. But yeah, honestly, at any level, he's pretty good with his immense amount of self-buffing. And this is, for me, a pretty cool thing, because this is the 4th rank up survival dungeon I've unlocked. And as you all know me, I'm just a rank up survival dungeon grinder. So let's see. Faze Rug. I won't rank him up at rank 1 now. I'll just earn it, because I don't want to waste all of this Astronite. But yeah. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, either find it helpful, or both, Tell me if I'm checking all the boxes. Hit that like button. Oh my god, I sound like a 2000s YouTuber. Hit that like button. And I'll work on it. Working on my outro right now. It's kind of like... It's a work in progress. Leave your comments, thoughts, anything down below. I always love to hear it. What is your opinion on this monster? Are you like investing in it at all? Let me know. And subscribe to join the Crab Army. We have just hit 90 subscribers. Pretty big milestone. I thank you all for it. I keep trying to put more effort into these videos, and you guys keep giving me more support. So thank you so much for that. Really enjoying this YouTube thing I'm building up here. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you have a good day. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.